Definitely not a first time.
Oh yeah, not at all. We're professionals here. So let me start over again. My name's Helldog. This is Glitch. That's Specky. That's Coloring. This is Silent, and that's Hoot. Welcome to our shit show of a podcast called the Barnyard. As you can tell, this is definitely not our first time ever doing this style of thing. We're 100% prepared.
Go press on the bump.
Listen, all I gotta say is I started the podcast first.
What's that, dude?
Yeah.
But not this one.
Right.
Not this
I
one.
didn't start this one. Started my own. Someone stole my idea.
What do you mean? I've always said this.
I'm in the floor.
I've always wanted to do this style thing.
Tall enough to be hit. My bed's not
No,
big enough.
I'm pulling what someone else did. Oh, you stole my
just have to
idea.
sit-
This podcast, you stole it from me.
Oh, shut up. I said it once.
Who could you be talking about there?
You good there?
I'm definitely not talking about you. Who would I be talking
well,
about?
okay.
You're blocking
Sit on the
Specky.
chair.
Turn the other way.
Which way? This way? I can't.
No, I mean, put your head down
Jesus
this end and your legs down the other.
Just better.
Why are you laying down
For
anyway?
the bitches. It's because if I lay on the chair, I'm just in the floor.
Coloring. Do you have? Where's your computer chair?
This way?
Where's your computer chair?
I can't bring my chair is bigger than me, so it blocks my entire tracking.
So just face. I'm sitting in my computer chair. I'm facing one sensor though. You'll be fine.
No, it doesn't. My is in. I will sit in the chair, and I always see my hip go into the ground, and I'll spend the entire time under the floor.
So put your hip tracker in your stomach. You're not moving.
I can't. I have a belt, a literal felt belt wrapped around. I do not have tracking things. I'm using rubber bands for my legs.
Your legs are.
Do that.
Yeah, you need to get the track straps, and two, if you have a belt, just tie the belt sideways.
It costs money.
Like 15 quid.
All right.
Last was like 60.
So what we were just talking about is Cyberpunk and all the stuff that we're kind of looking forward to and what we liked about the game so far. We were talking about the cars and how it looked. It kind of I was like Coloring. I kind of agree with Coloring though. Like from as far as what I've seen on the live streams and stuff, it does look like to me like GTA. Like the graphics wise, I'm sure it's gonna look different once I have it in front of me, but you know.
I think speaking of advertising, I think it's some of the most aggressive advertising I've seen for a video game.
What, Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've never seen them do how
They
it's
used
made
Keanu Reeves,
before a
True.
release of a game.
I mean,
the
yeah.
bless boy. They stole him. They used him as a marketing ploy.
Oh, he's in the game. I mean, they did.
He
you know
is.
what?
He's in the game.
People have been doing that a lot
He's
recently.
one of the main characters. He's one of the main characters. Yeah, they've been doing it for ages.
He's
It was like,
Bunch of
what was it,
Cyberpunk games,
Crackdown?
yeah.
They used Terry
there's a
Crews.
few
Crackdown
Oh,
3,
yeah.
but then he
Duties.
dies in like the first like 5 minutes.
Crackdown sucked.
Terry
The
Crews was the
third
first one.
Crackdown sucked. The first one was the best one.
Dude, I
love
saw
Crackdown 1 and
gameplay of it, and I'm like,
Mario.
oh sweet, I'll get to see Terry Crews, and then he dies within the first 5 minutes. I'm like, fuck this game.
he's too expensive to use. You can't have it's like imagine having Tom Cruise's face plastered over your entire game. It's gonna cost like billions.
But that was like,
True.
he wanted to be freaking what was it, Murder Fist or whatever his name is, and freaking Overwatch.
From
Oh,
Overwatch,
Doomfist?
Yeah. He was supposed to.
Oh,
He got to the point where they were like casting the voice actors, and he got to like the latest editions, like the last auditions,
Yeah.
and then they cast the guy with the more African voice. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Which is a pity because I would love to have played as Terry Crews.
Fuck Americans, they can't have diversity, not allowed. Let's get an African
Bruh, but
instead.
Terry
It would have
Crews,
been better if it was
man,
you.
What, Glitch?
It should have been. It should have been. Yeah, just have
Glitch,
Glitch and say
white-
he's African.
He's South African.
Yeah.
Yeah, so African.
And Glitch doesn't even have an. I don't even know what the fuck his accent is. It's a mismatch of shit. It definitely doesn't sound like South African. If you hear his dad or sister talk.
It's so broken at this point. But Max doesn't have an accent either.
No, but I think at least with Max is because he goes to uni.
Yeah, but he goes to South African uni where they speak South African.
No, but you
Afrikaans.
you also say that Max doesn't have an accent. His accent's a lot thicker than
I
yours.
think he does. Yeah, I think
Alright.
Max has an accent.
It's not as bad as
My accent
per
is
se like when I heard your
really
dad
It's
talk,
nice.
but his
It's
best
funny.
friend.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not me.
No.
I'm hurt. I'm totally hurt.
Why would you be his best
No.
friend?
Dude, I'm everybody's best friend too.
Ellen's
I don't know if
Ellen's
I'd go that
I'm
far.
next in line.
I am everybody's best friend, right?
No.
Accept it, accept it. You'd love this, dude. You'd love like a pint with me, dude. Guaranteed.
Nah.
I'll take that to heart.
I'd be
Cry about that
visiting.
later.
I'd be visiting like
Right.
coloring every day if he was my best friend.
Yeah. I think I know why.
That's just because you want a
Not
butt
to-
buddy.
Oh fuck.
Let's keep this PG, huh? Excuse me.
Tell yourself
He
that.
made it 18. I think he made it adult, didn't he?
Hey, dude, I was talking about being a best friend.
mean-
dude. I was talking about friendship. Fuck.
Friendship.
Yeah, I'm talking about friendship too. What are you talking about?
Friendship. My only friend is fucking White Claw right next to me.
Is that what you call Tyler?
No,
White Claw.
he's my friendly local crackhead.
Alright.
Yo, man, I got these cheese.
I'll suck your dick.
What'd you say to me? I said I'll suck your dick.
Oh fuck.
I'm trying to grab Specky's hand when I'm trying to get my drink.
That's my foot.
That's his foot. So
So any good movies that you guys recently watched or TV shows? Yeah.
We went
Oh,
to
I saw-
saw Tenant.
Tenant? What's that?
Tenet was great, dude.
What is it?
I actually like Tenet.
That Christopher
Nobody
Nolan
else.
film.
No,
So
I
new
enjoyed
Christopher
it.
Nolan one.
I'd never heard of it.
I feel like I'm
Did you actually?
Oh well.
asking for
It
this.
was,
I
it was
enjoyed the
released
film.
during. It was released during COVID,
During-
when no one went to the
Yeah.
cinema, which was
Yeah.
kind of a bummer for it.
So what's it
It
about?
has a great
Silence
cast.
saw it.
It is about imagine it's like an action film, but playing forward in time while people you're fighting are playing backwards in time. As in they are all running backwards, shooting you with bullets running from the like impact point back into their guns, kind of stuff. It's fucky, it's weird, but it looks cool.
That is weird. That is very weird.
What was that
Tenant
one
It is
thing the
weird.
twins picked up on? The hand thing.
Oh, the hand thing. Alright, first of all, no fucking clue what that was about. Absolutely didn't even remember that. But apparently, all they
out
couldn't,
of
they couldn't stop
everything-
talking about it was the hand movement of
It was
a,
like
a gang sign.
Oh.
it was the only
practically.
thing they picked up throughout the entire film.
Some of the gang sign.
You know what though? That
Tenant.
that doesn't surprise me.
Well, apparently they didn't know what was happening the entire way through the movie. The only thing they knew was that this woman did a weird gang sign that looked like the word tenant.
It-
That was it. The
What?
entire 2-hour movie became just that.
Yep. All right. Fair enough.
Oh,
So, so
right, they're silent.
you alive? You good? Healthy?
Yes, I'm alive.
So, Silent, how are you?
My world is just trying to destroy me.
Yeah. What's going on with you, Silent?
Yeah, well, how was your day?
Oh, going alright, going alright. Fun at work as always. Working at Tesco's, you know, lad. Yeah.
Working jobs like
It's
that.
so
I only
depressing that,
shop at
it's so
Sainsbury's, dude.
depressing that you guys all
Stick
have
to Tesco's.
qualifications, but you all work at like
Yeah.
I don't have koalas, dude.
Tesco. Shut up. You do.
Mediocre jobs.
Yeah, like like you guys have like degrees and diplomas and all that shit.
Hey, wait,
I don't have a diploma yet.
bro.
Yeah.
I have a master's and I'm working at fucking.
He's got
That's
a
your own
master's,
fault.
dude.
That is your
I
own
haven't
fault.
fucking Gone past anything yet. Calm down. I'm still working at a bar.
I mean, I'd rather
You
work
just
at a
have
bar
your
than a grocery
time to
store.
study, like,
Tips are nice.
I mean, I spent
I
I
love
spent my
working
day
at a bar.
today watching Netflix and work. So
Just
Are you
be.
doing that? How would you get away with that?
There we go.
How the
no one
fuck do you get away
questions
with just
me.
watching Netflix?
there's no one
How?
questions what I'm doing.
I can't
I just
do
go
that.
away for. I just go away for ages, and everyone was like, "Oh, you've been up there?" Like, yeah, okay.
I go into the goddamn cellar. It's like minus 10 degrees down there. Let's get on my phone so I can like chat on Discord to people and they like message me. It's impossible.
I
And you guys, you're sat there just like fucking just spreading your fucking legs out for Netflix, just like sitting there.
I watched the entirety
watching
of
what, the
season
newest
3.
season of Cobra Kai.
Hippo. No, I finished watching
Speaking of
Hippo.
Cobra Kai,
That's what I've been
that is a
watching.
great fucking TV show. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. It's fucking bomb. He got me hooked on it.
Season 3.
You can watch.
It's
There's
good.
2 episodes for free on YouTube.
I have Netflix.
It'll get you.
Watched on
It'll get you
Netflix.
hooked.
Yeah,
And
it's fucking great.
speaking of which, season 3 does come out soon too.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Netflix,
I really wanna
and
watch
it's in
more.
the UK version, so just like fucking pirate it, dude. Fuck corporations, big cunts.
I really want to watch more of like, what do you call it?
Your tongue's sticking out, by the way.
What's that? Yeah, that's normal. The what's that show?
Oh, okay.
Fucking
Oh,
cold open with a cold open in the beginning. It's called the first episode's called the cold open of every season.
I've never heard of
You
it.
mean Letterkenny?
The Canadians, the Canadians.
Letterkenny?
Oh,
Letterkenny. I need to watch. I've only seen highlights. I haven't actually seen
You know,
full episode.
from what I've seen, the entire I've seen everything. Speaking of which, season 9 is just got announced for Letterkenny, but I feel like the highlights are a lot better than what the actual show is. At least for the first 5 to 6 seasons, or 5 to 6 seasons, were really, really good. Everything past that, they start recycling jokes and stuff, and it gets kind of old. And it's not that good of a story thing, because the whole show is all about fucking one-liners. Like, literally, one-liners.
isn't it? So it's
But they're really good
stand-up,
one-liners.
but in a
Most of it.
bad stand-up in a form of a show.
What?
Actually, from what I've seen, from
If
from
it's
all the
one-
highlights, I really like.
Well,
the show.
it's not stand-up, because they do rehearse it, but, like, the thing, like, there's some stuff they do, it's kind of crazy. So, in those cuts between, like, the different skits, I guess, they'll be, like, sitting there, and this guy will go on a rant, going down the alphabet, saying different words in a normal sentence, just saying starting at every word with the next letter in the alphabet. Like, that type of shit.
Yeah.
It'll be like an insult towards someone else.
I would tell you if I could, like, if I could read that type of thing, but I can't. I would stutter. I would fuck it up. You have to watch it, but, like, for instance, there's a character on the show called Shorzy, and he's
Fucking love Shorzy. Shorzy's the best character.
he fucking
Absolutely. No
he
doubts about it.
harasses these 2 hockey players. It's hilarious when he makes fun of them and stuff. Talks about fucking their mom, dating them, bringing them out, and then later in the season, he tells them that their moms are pregnant. And I'm pretty sure in the next episode they confirmed it too.
Oh,
or the mom's called him or something. But yeah, it's wicked funny. The whole
It
show.
was he's like he goes on a rant about doing stuff with their mothers, and then the mothers both send them both a message that said, "Hey, how's your friend Shorzy?" And they just go, "Fucking Shorzy,
Fuck you, Shorzy. Fuck you, Riley.
fuck you, Riley. I'll hit you. You'll hit the
yourself,
ground.
you
The
fucker."
ambulance will hit 80."
Three things will happen. I hit you, you hit the ground, and the ambulance hit 80 miles an hour.
Yeah. Well, that's my old uncle's chirp. Yeah, well, 3 things are gonna happen. I hit you, you hit the ground, I jack off on your car side door handle.
And the show has different cliques too, like the character groups. So you got the normal cast, which is made up of like a family and their friends. Yep, the Hicks. Then you got the Skids, which are like goth, like heroin addicts that fucking like dance out front of it.
Ravers.
Yeah, they dance out front of a convenience store. You got the D-Gens from Country, which is the French-speaking Canadians.
The Quebecs.
Yep. And then you got the priest, who is.
He's
Am I allowed?
gay.
I was gonna say, am I allowed to even say that on Twitch? I'm not sure.
Else, he's definitely homosexual.
I
Yeah.
believe you can say it as long as it's not in a.
However, one of my favorite characters,
Yeah.
one of my favorite characters in that show is Gail. She's a bartender, like, and she's like literally horny as fuck. And she like the shit she does though, because she's skinny. She'll get up on the bar. She's like wicked flexible, just bending and doing weird shit.
She just grinds.
Yeah,
and everything.
it kind of makes
Like,
people
grind her hips, she's
disgusted.
like, oh yeah, and everyone's like, Gaylor, no. Ah!
One of my favorite things they do in the show is
What the
anytime
fuck are
anyone
we on
ever
about?
says to be
Letter
fair,
Kenny.
Can I please
they
ask?
just start like,
Oh, to be fair,
What is that?
to be fair,
to be fair,
to be fair.
Letter
The
Kenny.
past 10 minutes have just been me listening to something I have no fucking clues about.
I mean, you could do your due diligence and look up a thing.
Everything you've been telling
So,
has just been a mess of just mush.
if anyone is interested in the
I'm
show,
trying to explain to Spakey what the show's about.
if anyone's interested in the show, what I would do before you go out and watch it, go on YouTube, watch clips of the fucking show. You will see, because the clips are the best part about it, because it's all the hilarious one-liners that they happen in the show, just in random order. It's fucking hilarious.
The first episode's brilliant, I think.
Eh.
Like the
It's
just them
American
like
comedy.
introducing.
It's
Introducing,
not American, it's
uh,
Canadian.
Canadian
That's
comedy.
American.
It's a
It's American, you idiot.
no.
Who, mate? Come on.
The show's
Like,
in
if you
Canada.
heard The Paradise PD phone
Canada
calls.
is not part of America.
Have I heard about Paradise
It's almost-
PD?
Are you? Do you know how big America is? The north and south of the entire continent. You idiot.
No, I haven't. Do
It's
you?
not the USA. It's America. That's two continents put together. Canada is part of that continent.
Have you
The
ever?
North
No,
Continent.
shut your face.
Canada,
Shut your face.
Canada is America.
No, it's-
We don't-
Shut up, 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 shut up.
Have any of you guys heard about Paradise PD phone calls?
No.
No.
I've heard of Paradise PD. I've not watched it though. That's
It's a
the net
Netflix
one
show,
on
isn't it?
Netflix, right?
Oh, is it? Was it like a cartoon or something?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a cartoon.
Yeah.
I watched like
Summoned
2-3
twice.
episodes of it.
Oh,
and it was
that's
pretty
the
Yeah,
one
nice.
someone
Extreme
who
Animals
usually
is the
doesn't
loudmouth
summon me, so
guys.
I'm gonna go to 'em.
Bad. They're wet
Yeah.
as shit, dude. It's like another Family Guy
No,
style. I'd
Uh,
rather piss on them.
I prefer
Hey,
things like
RIP.
Archer.
What?
dude, Archer's the good show.
Even.
Wha-
It got bored of it.
Archer.
Same joke.
It got this. It got samey.
Yeah,
They kept
I
repeating
Yeah,
things.
I don't
When-
follow the
when I was
seasons.
again,
I skip around.
Oh,
That's how I
yeah, but
watch
they
it.
got into the themed ones, and it was just normal Archer for a while, and then he went into the coma thing, and it was just themed ones over and over again,
Filler.
and that got a bit tiring.
Like, watch
yeah.
like actual cool series. Like, have you seen Raised by Wolves?
Mm.
HBO, the new one.
No.
No one has. Right. Well, that. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Well,
What is it?
that's a dead end conversation. But
What's it on?
well, it's HBO only. It's Ripley Scott.
Oh, so
What's it? TV
you
show.
need-
Yes, it's
you
called
need
Pirate
Sky
Copying.
or-
It's almost it's almost like I just nibbled under the radar. You know what I mean?
Man got his nuts stuck in a garbage disposal in one of the phone calls.
First of all,
Jesus.
if I'm allowed to buy it in this country, fuck them, alright,
You
little
can.
cunts. I'm gonna-
HBO is
It's-
Sky.
Yeah, that's
Gross.
Well, I
yeah.
tried that. It's not here. It's the same with Doctor Who and like
How-
international stuff like that.
what the fuck was he-
They can't license, they don't license it across
Do
countries.
you know what's weird? Before I went to watch Doctor Who on Netflix, they had all the seasons on the US Netflix, but not on the British
Yes, they
one.
don't have everything. Yes, because it's different, licensed differently across
I
countries.
know, but it's odd.
just use a VPN.
Yeah, it's
Why
same like
not?
well, sound. Yeah, well, you can use VPNs. But that's the same as pirating anyway. So fuck them. I'll just do
Use
what I want.
Toronto. Use Toronto too if you use like a good VPN because Canada's got
Nah,
the
just do
largest
put
collection.
lock a proxy, type
of
in any movie you
Netflix
want,
shows.
easy clap. Just make sure you have at least an antivirus, or you're gonna get
I
spoon.
started watching Peaky Blinders
Easy.
with the fam
What's that?
'cause they were bored.
Peaky
I saw
Blinders.
that the twins
that's
talk
a
about it quite often.
It's pretty. It's
It's got
pretty okay.
Cillian Murphy and what's his name? Who did? He was
Who
Bane.
did?
He was Bane and Venom
Oh
and
fuck!
Mad Max.
Oh, I forgot him. I forgot his name, but I have to look. Hardy. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy.
Yeah. The series is pretty good. I would say it's like, what was it? It's the Irish.
Jesus.
What's it? Gypsy gangs, I think.
I've not watched the.
Wait.
I've not watched it myself.
So this is
Well, there's a lot of
What's it
series.
about?
It's okay. There's a lot of series. Okay, so it's like the Irish Gypsies.
Did who crash?
Like sort of down below Belfast. Who just disappeared? I don't know
Oh,
where he
that
went.
is that. That's why. That's why Cillian Murphy's in it then.
Yeah. There's a lot of like gun shooting. It's after World War One, so it's just before World War Two. So it's like a lot of the like uprising style stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's fun to watch. It goes all over the place. I didn't understand it too much. I got bored after season 2. Then I skipped to season 4. I didn't understand what's happening. So it goes kind of like, I'm guessing, like goes up
Did
and then
you say
goes
you got bored and
down.
skipped to season 4,
Yeah.
and then said you didn't know what was happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like your own fault,
I
dude.
know, it's not that. It's not. I know it's my own fault, but I was just, maybe I could see if it would maybe pick up again. But I generally had no idea because apparently I missed like 4 people die. Someone was pregnant. There was like their child had like grown up and then killed someone else. Like there's a bunch of shit.
Jesus.
Fuck it, watch it.
I
It's
nearly
cool.
dropped-
It's funny. A horse dies.
What the
Hey.
fuck?
I nearly dropped my drink I nearly dropped my
What's that
drink
selling point?
through the
That was
non-existent
the season
table.
4. That's the only thing I remember from when I
See,
watched it.
it's gonna happen, dude. I'm telling you, it's gonna
It's a
happen.
fucking like Brecon
I'm
Beacon.
just
and,
like,
just
wait,
shoots
that's
a
not a
horse in
real
the head.
table.
Oh fuck.
Just crying out my. That's
I
fucking
never finished
disgusting.
watching Game of Thrones.
Uh,
Don't worry about that.
yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
I
it.
got,
Yeah.
I got to like
Don't worry
I
about
got
it.
like to season 4. I started watching.
that'll
I got to
do.
season 4, and I just got like.
How many?
Hey, no, I
No,
can take
no,
it.
no. You can watch up to the.
Season 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can watch up to season 7,
It can-
and then or
just
season 8.
Imagine what happened next. And just
Yep.
believe yourself and imagine all the cool shit that could have happened.
Yeah.
Don't watch season 8 because it's just an absolute fucking travesty. And they just took a time fucking turn on it. They absolute degenerates. How did they even dare do that? And they just take a shit on it and decide to make it a CBBC program. Like, what the fuck was happening at the end of that?
Yeah, that was fucking horrible.
They ran out of source material, didn't they?
Yeah,
That's
they
what happened.
didn't have the final book.
No, first
It
of all,
just
they
shows
ran
you
source
the
material
writers.
a while
The
ago.
writers.
But the idea is that what they decided the ending for most of the characters was shit.
Yeah.
They just decided
because
to
they
choose
just
them like,
gave up.
"Wah."
They just couldn't be
That
Balls.
shows
bothered.
you
the fuck up.
That just shows you bad
Ow.
writers. Whoever they got to write the last season was terrible
But
writers.
they were supposed to do, or I don't know if they still are, but they were supposed to do a Star Wars trilogy.
Oh,
No.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what? No,
No, it's
there
not
was
no,
the
it's
writers- the
Taika
writers were,
Waititi.
like, they were contracted to do
He's
a
the next Star
prequel
Wars.
for
I think
Game of
Taika
Thrones.
Waititi's the next Star Wars.
Yeah,
I
think they lost that-
What
I
is?
think they lost the
lost
contract.
Star Wars
Taika Waititi, the guy that did
because of
the
Game of Thrones season 8.
Yeah,
Because it
yeah.
was
the
shit.
Thor Ragnarok.
They rushed
and,
it so they could do the
um,
next like contracts.
The
And they
Game
fucking
of
the
destroyed
Thrones
one movie watched
prequels are still going
about the
on.
Nazis.
I don't
movie
think I
called-
don't know if they'll get
Jojo
because
Rabbit?
No one's gonna care.
Jojo Rabbit, yeah, the guy that directed that, the guy who plays Hitler in that, he's directing the next.
Oh,
That was
Jojo
it.
Rabbit is awesome.
That movie is fucked up,
Thor,
dude.
Ragnarok.
It's funny and weird.
I really- I haven't
It's not
seen
that
it.
fucked up
Taika
in
Waititi.
comparison to a lot of other
I
things.
haven't seen it. I really wanted to
Taika-
watch it, but I haven't had the chance.
Hey,
Jojo
he's
Rabbit
directing
is
the next
good.
Star Wars.
Yeah, by the way, so if any of you guys haven't seen it,
Star Wars? Wait,
Taika
give me a second.
Waititi.
Where's the new Star Wars coming from? Well, first of all, is there a new movie?
Well, there's
Isn't
going to be
a new
another
movie?
trilogy.
There's another 3 movies planned out for the
You're
country.
fucking joking.
of course there is, dude. You kidding me? Disney's
Oh,
getting
so
milk
what
that
makes-
goat.
what- After those
Ryan-
3 new ones,
I
what
know.
was that?
And guess who's getting one? Ryan Johnson's getting his own trilogy.
Ryan Johnson.
He's the one who made The Last Jedi. The second one
Oof.
that came out.
The Last Jedi was better than no, which one was better? The
I mean,
No.
Last Jedi was though. Last Jedi, I would say, was okay. So the first one, 7,
Visually,
was just
visually, the Last
7,
Jedi was
yeah.
good.
7 was A New Hope.
visually definitely. Yeah, but no, yeah, it was. It was a reprint of the
I'm
same
fine with
like,
that
thing.
though. I'm fine with
I
that.
would say, no,
The
I'm not.
Last Jedi.
It was a carbon copy. It was a good remake.
You're having fun there.
Okay.
Being very quiet.
I
from
enjoyed the
They
film.
could've-
quite a bit.
yes, because it was.
Uh-huh.
I think it was too
Can
much
confirm though, I
legacy,
do
'cause it was just
do
feeding
hate
off the idea
the
that everyone was wanting Star
no,
Wars.
yeah.
You hate what?
It was because
The
it was
Star
it was
Wars
mostly
movies.
fan service,
Ah,
which to me makes sense
I
for
found
the
there's
first
rumours
film
that,
to come back after so long.
Disney's firing all the
I also
The,
really,
what do they call
really
it?
the writers or
They're firing the
storyboard.
woke
fucking
culture
want
they
to
have.
see a proper lightsaber battle.
Yeah.
It's not just
Oh, actually,
like
did
that
you guys heard about that,
fucking
right?
retard Rey is. Who?
What Silent just said about Disney firing their the people that basically turned into like the Star Wars into like a political statement,
they fired-
making like Rey gay and
Fired
stuff.
What's her name? Didn't they?
What?
Yeah.
Did they get rid of what's her name? I can't remember her name. She was the
The head, yeah,
first
I'm
film.
I'm pretty sure they did. There. So with the last, I think that was a big.
retconning the trilogy.
Well, I mean, I would retcon the entire thing. That was that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one,
Rewrite
great, so
it.
great start was a complete reprint of New Hope. Let's be honest. And then Last Jedi started good, and you sort of feel, wait, it's kind of going in a weird direction here. It could
Yeah.
be cool.
There-
And then
there
the
was-
last one came out
there
and
was
just
so many
decided
weird-
to pull their fucking legs back and just diarrhea spurt into the fucking mouth of the audience. Absolutely disgusting. I've never seen more shit in my life. What the fuck was the thing about the horses? The space horses they had to free from
Yeah,
like
that was
some
the
random
second
pen.
film. That was the second
What
film.
the
That was the last
fuck
Jedi.
was that?
Yeah,
Why
that entire
bother?
sequence was wasted because they weren't. They was like, oh no, that's not the hacker, and then they don't bother with that entire bit anyway.
Cost like a few hundred.
It
I
was
reckon they had an
filler.
original sequence.
That
like, an
being
original,
said,
like, screenlighting.
Out of
saying
all the
that
new
this was the hacker.
Out of all the new Star Wars,
do
I
that.
fucking hate their trilogy ones that they have after the fact. However, I like the standalone movies that they've come out with.
Yeah.
Like Rogue
Oh,
Squad,
yeah,
Rogue
Rogue
One.
One.
That movie is good.
I really
Rogue One
enjoyed
was
Yeah.
good.
Rogue
One
The
was
only
really
movie I've
good.
ever.
Solo
I like
was
the ending.
meh. It wasn't terrible.
So,
like the
Solo
ending.
wasn't the
No,
worst.
so dude, that
Shit.
I'm sorry, that
But it was way
whoever they
better
got to
than
play
that.
Solo,
Yeah,
he's
it
a
was.
fucking shit actor. He's a fucking shit actor.
I liked what's his name? Who was from Zombieland? Who was in it? I can't remember the actor's name.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Um,
Texas
like-
dude from Zombieland.
yeah,
I'm really happy that the ending of Rogue One was like.
it's gonna do my head in.
Oh yeah, it was.
I can talk
Rogue
about
One
it. It's,
Spies.
like I can spoil
Yeah.
it, right? It doesn't matter. I
It's
can spoil it.
2016.
Yeah,
I'm-
it's been-
I'm sorry, but if you
it's been-
got-
it's been out.
Yeah, if you haven't seen
The
Road
ending of
One,
Rogue
this is your own
I
fault.
it's my favorite movie trope is the heroes dying
Oh, and you
because
mean
it means like they're not
Yeah.
like.
I
It's
think
not
they-
like they're.
I think they also killed them off so they wouldn't have plot holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's like it's like
I mean, the
yes,
plot
like
was that
they
they all
did their
died.
part.
Yeah,
Did their
Like
part
in-
for a
in New
bigger.
Hope.
I love.
goal.
I also love how they
How they
tied
got
it
this
in to the
great-
first Star
Where did
Wars
you get
film.
This information.
That like that
It
was sick.
From a
Oh,
what was it called?
That's what I really
Don't have the
enjoyed.
weird
bro.
CGI with
Spies, what they
what's
call
her
it.
face?
you know the robot.
Oh,
fucking
Princess.
Yeah, Princess Leia. What's her name?
Wait,
Carrie Fisher. Yeah.
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher. Wait, but the scene, you know the scene at the end with Darth Vader for Rogue One?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
I loved
amazing
it. It
scene.
was so fucking good.
That nearly wasn't in the actual film. They filmed that like a few weeks and then just edited it in just because they thought, oh well, fuck it, we'll just do this. That was a few weeks.
It was by
before
far the
release.
best scene
Yeah.
in recent.
They made Darth Vader look really good in it too. They actually showed his red lenses and stuff. That was cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they showed his like actual power with and like the other
Yeah.
films you never see him fight.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
you saw the New Hope, but he kind of looked a bit disabled.
but you've never seen him fight anyone really.
Also, stay in the Star Wars area. Mandalorian.
I haven't seen any of
Fucking
it. I haven't watched a single
great
episode of Mandalorian yet.
motherfucking
It's
show.
available.
You're missing out on shit. You gotta either fucking
Mandalorian is
torrent it or
That
do.
is actually good.
So good.
Why
Yeah.
is Disney Plus
It gives
like,
me
all right, yeah, we'll make it region locked to only the US and Europe. Anyone else,
no.
like I thought
Thing
Disney
is,
liked
it could-
money, so surely they'd have like their thing available.
It's because they
To as
don't
many
believe that
people
enough
as they
people will
could.
buy it in other countries. So
it
they don't
even
follow
comes
But
out
that because
late
love
in
Star
Europe.
Wars.
It comes out late in Europe anyway.
It
like
doesn't
when
make
the
sense to me,
Mandalorian
like,
season 1
I
came
don't get
out.
the. I don't
Or
get
is
the
it usually-
business.
yeah.
I don't get the business
Yeah,
mindset.
it was like
saying,
half a year
"Oh,
till
no,
it came
we'll-"
out in the UK.
It's
Yeah.
By
also
then,
because
everyone
if
had
they're
watched it.
sharing to the big areas, you're talking about most of like the like eastern areas of Asia, they have to change the entire season into something else
Okay,
because
yeah,
to
okay,
get
but I'm
the
just
age
like, it's-
ratings as well for in China, you can't have guns that sound like guns and stuff like that, so they have to change sounds,
I mean,
do
Star Wars
re-editing.
guns
just to me,
don't
it just
sound
to
like
me, it
guns
makes no
anyway.
sense. Like,
Dude.
there's a business
They look like
tactic. It
guns.
just makes no sense.
One of my
They change
favorites.
that.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite scenes in that whole like series so far is when the fucking the clone troopers are out front of the fucking town trying to shoot the cannon. They're fucking up missing. I was laughing my ass off. Fucking horrible ass shot.
I love it because it's basically a western.
It is.
It's
a
definitely
space
yeah.
western.
It's definitely
Yeah,
being
it's
played out like
Star
one.
Wars.
Bebop Star Wars. It's
yeah,
lovely.
yeah, and I fucking love it.
It's
And I
actually
think-
it's a TV series.
I have-
which is
I have,
just
Wilson.
Good in
For-
comparison with Star Wars.
Oh,
Yeah, I think the actor
Will.
was good. I think everything all of the people in there were good. But you want to see, a series that was like the best in this year? I think
what?
Boys.
The boys.
Yes, that is definitely on track to be being a very good thing. But here's the thing: you're saying this year, Mandalorian didn't come out this year. It was last
Yeah,
year.
sure.
This year.
When their new season
know,
is coming out soon, though, isn't it?
Like in a few days, yeah.
Comes out this month, 30th.
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding me.
No,
this
it's
month
coming out
on the
this month,
30th.
yeah.
We've been waiting for it for fucking ages.
Oh my fucking god! I'm so excited. I did not know that. Fuck.
See what- Okay, so I'm gonna if they can pull up to what Boys did season 2,
Yeah.
I'd be happy. That'd be good. I'd be happy to see
It-
that. Wait, do they release everything at the same time? But because it's Disney Plus. this
no.
time?
No,
Weekly.
it's weekly.
Ow!
It's weekly.
Wet ass.
So we're gonna have to
fucking
watch
vagina
like one
holes.
episode a week.
Oh my god.
It gives me hope that the Obi-Wan series will be good though.
Is it
Yeah.
series or is it a movie?
It's a
It's
series.
with Ewan McGregor.
They got you.
Oh, 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 a glitch.
Alright,
Oh,
yeah.
oh well.
If they put the same amount. If they put the same
I'll just move here.
Randall got.
How's it
And
going?
they've got a
Like
big
that.
name to it as well. So
Yeah. Well, if I
And,
want to
um,
see like an absolutely tippy top
he's-
what's it, Obi-Wan Kenobi, just laser sword shit. I want to see it
I think-
actually be cool. For once,
apparently,
not just not jump. Right.
What the fuck?
I will speak, and you shall
Go on.
be spoken to.
shut up.
I would
Finish
love
what
to
you're
see.
saying.
I would just love to see for once an actual
The
lightsaber
glitch crash.
battle that isn't just either doing a backflip and flying through the air, not the weird shit that was happening in the first, originals. And
Hello there.
Alright, I'm
at
gonna move
least
over.
Something that was close to what was in the
Plop-
Phantom
plop there.
Menace.
Oh,
Moving.
But
We're losing people.
glitch
Okay.
died.
I mean,
I'm-
Phantom Menace, absolutely amazingly done, well done. But I would love to see actual sort of the impacts that they gave into the 7th. Was it film? That lightsaber battle they did originally, where
Oh.
it seems like an actual sword fight.
Yeah.
But then Rey used the Force and just managed to just nut on what was effectively a training Sith, whatever. his fucking
Yeah, that was all bull.
Yeah, it was bullshit. Everything after that was bullshit, and I refuse to see any of it as canon.
Oop.
Also, why
Well, it
she
might not
became a
be.
fucking grey afterwards, which I'm fuck you stupid. Oh, she just nicks the fucking Skywalker name as well.
The sacred text.
What an act-
And
what a
then she's like,
bitch.
yeah, I'm
Actual
Skywalker.
bitch. Oh yeah, dude. Well, don't worry, my ghost dad told
I'm
me
not
so.
gonna lie
Why is
though.
this happening?
Not gonna lie though, I do like it that it turned out she was Palpatine's daughter.
It would have been cooler if she turned out to be the actually a Sith Lord and just decided to go fuck it, I'm gonna go Sith.
Yeah, they should have.
Then
Yeah.
Solo. Yeah, that would have been good. I would have loved
Yeah.
that. That would have been a
And
that
then
was
that
what I
would've-
was
that
thinking they were
would've-
gonna do.
That would have opened up.
Sit next to Silent Glitch. Like that
Yeah,
chair.
I would have think. Oh
but
shit.
that was a.
That
I
would have
think
been-
She didn't want to do any more, but then they would have wanted. They would have had to have
Come on.
Daisy Ridley for more films then, and
Well,
she didn't want to do any more after
I
that.
think she realized that the Star Wars was going to take a shit on itself, and so she got out quick.
The thing is, they
Also-
weren't
also-
bad
wait,
actors.
wait.
It's not wood.
No, have you, what's this called? The Finn, the guy who played Finn.
Yeah.
He was removed from the Asian cover of Star Wars because they didn't like the fact that he was a dark skin
No.
on the cover.
Yeah.
Careful. Be careful where you're treading there, Bo.
No, I'm saying it's bad.
Yeah, no.
I ain't approving on that. I'm generally saying that that's absolutely fucking atrocious that Disney allowed
The
that
thing
to
is,
happen.
all the actors were in the film were good.
Uh,
Just think there was some bad
yeah.
writing.
you don't stream, do you?
There was a lot. Of course not.
No. No, he doesn't.
Yeah. I don't bother. Because if I did, I'd probably be banned quite quickly. I mean, let's be honest. The amount of shit I say.
I keep sitting on helmets for some reason.
Alright.
Like,
So
stop
do
Do we
changing
all agree
chairs.
how much wasted potential the
What's that?
latest trilogy was?
Oh,
It was a
How many
Yeah.
good things they set up and then just
Do you know what
absolutely
pissed me
whiffed?
off the most? How like nonchalantly they killed off Admiral Akbar.
Oh,
They just go,
yeah.
oh yeah, he's dead.
Just
Why
dies
have the
like a
blue-haired
I don't remember
lady?
how he died.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
just
even remember
dies.
it.
You know,
I don't
you know the scene where Princess Leia turns into Superman.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I hated,
he
I
died
hated
then.
that scene so much.
died
I
in
did
that
not know.
explosion.
I couldn't
Yeah.
remember half the people who
Yeah,
died
you-
in that.
you only-
because I
you
was
only-
just
you
so
only know who-
dumbfounded by the whole entire shit of it.
You only know he's dead because they go, oh, Admiral Akbar's dead.
I
And now
still.
they're
And
in
that's-
charge.
and that's how
But
you-
you know,
yeah.
you know the new. Wait, who goes first?
Just
Me,
talk.
I
Me.
think like that's like it was such a cool scene, right? And they could have like it would have been like the perfect send off to both Carrie Fisher as well. I don't think they needed to drag her onto the next movie. They should have adapted it so that she's that scene with of the ships
Yeah, because
colliding
she,
like
you know,
at light,
since
at
she
light speed.
actually died before the eighth film
Exactly.
was
I
made.
think make
they
it
put
actually
her in the
dramatic. Make
ninth.
people actually like cry. That's like a really like dramatic death in the
Yeah.
game in the
I-
movie.
They
It should
should
have
have,
actually
you know,
meant
She
something.
has the force all of a sudden and survive.
They
Kills, like,
really,
survives.
they really fucking shat on it with that
you
point.
know
And,
the blue-haired lady in it. The one who
okay,
crashes
she
the
made-
ship.
okay,
Yeah.
first of all, she made
They
the
should have replaced
thing-
her
the reason
with
why we
Admiral
had
Akbar.
the greatest, like that Admiral Akbar doing that would have been
Yeah.
beautiful. But
It would have made more
that
sense.
Scene, love the scene.
I know, I loved the
Visually
visual.
beautiful.
Visually, it was stunning.
But I
should have
hate
had
that
Admiral
woman.
Akbar do it.
What the fuck is she? What is she there for? She just appears. She's a bit of a dumb ship, and then she
It's
just
the-
fucks
it's-
off and kills herself.
It's a
like,
character
great.
no one knows, so they don't give a fuck about her. They should have had Admiral Akbar do
hold on.
it, because then people would have gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Admiral Akbar doesn't have
Lower
blue hair. And it's not a
lower your
woman.
mic
So it
input.
doesn't
You
matter.
can hear your nose
You
breathing.
can't have diversity with men. Are you kidding me? You can't have that, you idiot. Fucking Christ, dude.
How's that?
Learn your lane. Come on. And that's why they're all fired now.
It would. I think it would have meant a lot more to the audience watching as well, not just.
Yeah, I would have loved it. It would have been.
Sit in
great
your
to
chair, see if you can
There was a
reach
lot
the
of
button and
things
turn
that Star
colliders
Wars
off.
Could I reckon what they did? They had a first script where all
Yeah,
this
that's
was
cool.
true, because it seemed like this was what was supposed to happen. It was so obvious. It's like, oh, this is what they're gonna do, and they go, no, and then someone came over and goes, oh, diversity change, and then boom, just threw this shit on it,
It,
and it just
Kind-
cracked on it.
it kind
So
of
you can
seemed
see
like
how it could have worked all the way through
Yeah.
the series, but then it doesn't.
it kind of seemed like
Actually, I did know that.
Finn a lot.
So someone in our chat on the chat just said, "Did you know there was a Hutt Jedi?" I did know that.
a Hutt Jedi.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
What, like
Oh
from-
wait, is that
from
extended
Java?
universe?
Big
Because
Slug
extended
Yeah.
universe doesn't
Oh,
exist anymore.
Extended is gone.
Really?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Disney were like, yeah, that doesn't exist anymore, which I think is fair because it was mostly just George Lucas going, yeah, you can write a book because it gives him money.
Yeah, I would say the extended, a lot of the extended universe turned into a lot of stuff that really made no sense.
It was a lot of bollocks because
Yeah.
anyone and their mum were writing a book and LucasArts were just publishing it because it gave them money.
What
But
other movie
also
was it?
the-
Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones was written by George Lucas and
Yes.
And then
Have you seen? Do you know about the comic? Do you know about the comic? that crosses over
comic?
Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Wait, what?
So there's a comic, yeah. So there's a
Wait,
comic where the Millennium Falcon
Really?
crash lands on Earth, and it gets stuck in the Amazon rainforest.
That
And then
doesn't
it,
make
like, fast forwards time. Yeah.
The whole thing
fast
about
forwards-
Star Wars
goes
though
fo-
takes
goes
place
through
a
time.
long, long time ago.
Yeah, and it goes forwards in time, and then you have Indiana Jones and Short Round looking for Bigfoot.
What the
And
fuck?
they find the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo's body as a skeleton covered in webs, and then they
Is
find Bigfoot, which
Bigfoot
turns out to
Chewbacca?
be
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking joke. Oh my god.
You know what though?
The great
They
thing about
did.
Indiana Jones is
They had some interesting like special like episodes like for the TV show and stuff. Like there was a, I never seen it, but my uncle talks about it. There during Christmas there was a Christmas Star Wars special, which
special.
yeah, it
It's
was
very
like
special.
Wookiees or
Oh,
something.
yeah, Boba Fett in it. For some reason.
For some reason, I don't know why, but they had Luke Skywalker. They had what's the actor's name again? For Luke
Mark
Skywalker?
Hamill?
Yeah,
They had
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, but he was young, and he had for some reason they put so much makeup on his face. It
Yeah,
looks
that
so
might be
awful.
because
Oh,
he
Joker.
was also in a car accident,
Oh,
and
okay.
it was an accident. He had his whole face reconstructed.
Really?
If you watch A New Hope and the film after, his face looks different.
What, Mark
Okay.
Hamill?
Yeah, Mark Hamill had his face reconstructed.
Yeah, he was in a pretty serious accident.
Chewie, and I need a pee. I'm gonna take a
I also need a pee.
Yes.
Go behind the camera.
So I
Go
really
behind the
like-
camera.
I really-
Oh, Jesus
I really
Christ.
Like, I really like Indiana Jones. And I was quite. No, I watched like the making of, and I like how it was fucking. What's the guy that wrote directed Jaws and fucking Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg and George Lucas wrote
Yep.
Indiana Jones. Which is why the show is so good. Why the movies are so good. Because it's two great writers working together, right? And it's so funny watching them do the practical effects because the one's like, no, we do it this way. Like the George Lucas does it this way, you know. Fucking Steven Spielberg does it this way. He wants practical effects. George Lucas, no, he wants digital. He wants CGI. And it's so interesting watching the dynamic between them. And then they go and like fucking do something crazy. Like there's the one in I think the second movie which is the one with the crystal skull.
That's the third.
Yeah.
There's the third one where they have the face melting off the.
Oh,
bone.
the Nazi.
Is that the second one? I think that's the second one.
It's
What's the first one?
yeah. Anyway, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
The Ark of the Covenant.
So I think it was George Lucas wanted to CGI that, and then Steven Spielberg, no, we'll do practical. And they're like, how the fuck do you make if someone's face melting off practical? And then they did, and they were so grossed out by what they made. But I think both George Lucas and they were like actually like they were queasy at the end of the filming because it looked so horrifically gory.
But you go look at it now. It
That's what they
just
use.
looks like a wax candle just melting.
That's what they used. They used wax. They
Yeah.
had layers of wax. So they took a skull and then they put like a red layer of wax, and then another layer of wax, and then another layer of wax.
Yeah.
They put in like little like wires and stuff to make it look like veins and stuff, and the eyeballs
Is
falling
this the
out. It's
melting
just
head
so
of Indiana
clever.
Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that gave me
Yeah.
nightmares as a kid. I hated that scene.
Oh no, okay. First of all, I didn't mind it because I thought it was funny when I first saw it. I didn't really know what was happening. Like I think the thing that spooked me more out of Indiana Jones was the like just the fact that he was running away from a giant like bull, like right at the
Oh,
beginning,
okay.
like tomb. Yeah, that was actually the most like scariest part for
What
me
about
when
the
I was
spiders?
4. I don't remember the spiders.
Oh, okay.
Where were
Well,
the
see, my
spiders?
Right
the
at the
spider when
beginning,
he
like,
goes into the
spiders all over.
temple, like, yeah, he walks into like a big spider web, and he's just covered in spiders. But
Yeah, I can't remember that.
as
I
a
was
kid,
too young.
I used to pretend that I was Indiana Jones. I think like, if there's one thing I could always do, I would love to do, is just be an archaeologist. It was always something I've always wanted to do, because I always watched Indiana Jones, so
Oh.
that's like the main the idea I had for it.
Do you-
I didn't have the
What-
like, oh, it's just all study most of the time, but
When I was younger, I wanted to be an archaeologist because of Indiana Jones, and I found out, oh, they don't
Yeah.
do that at all.
no, but I still love like the idea of dinosaurs and fucking like uncovering bones and shit.
Yeah, but when I was
And-
younger,
and
I was like,
putting
oh, I
things
want to
on
be in a
whips.
temple, and yeah, I was like, I want my own whip.
Speaking of Indiana Jones, one of my favorite scenes from that, and I think
What's
it's
a whip?
it's hilarious still, is when he gets in the sword fight in the middle of the Bizard,
I have a story.
and he literally just
Stand
looks
up.
at the guy, shakes his head, pulls his gun, and shoots him. Like,
Do you know, for that scene, there was a big fight scene planned, but on the day for filming, Harrison Ford had really bad dysentery. so they were like, just shoot him. So that might changed into that. But I think that's better anyway.
yeah, it
was
just
this
it fits
whole
his character
choreographed
better.
scene with him,
Yeah.
we're using his whip and stuff, but I think that's much better. I
Like,
think
if
it's
you-
better.
you watch-
So,
Do you watch Cinema Sins?
Yeah.
by any chance?
man has a gun. Works kind of well.
Do you guys watch Cinema Sins by any
uh,
chance?
Never heard of it.
When I was 12.
I kind of got
So
sick of
so
his
he
voice and
he kind of
the bullshit.
critiques movies and stuff, but he's super nitpicky, but he's aware he's nitpicky. And he I think he does one on Indiana Jones, and that scene comes up and he goes, "It's fucking brilliant," because instead of like because he would have gone like, why did he just use his gun? He's got his gun on his hip.
Yeah,
Instead, he uses what he has. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking deal with this. I'm gonna just shoot him with a gun, which is such a like a clever instead of
It's not.
being
It's
like a
not
typical.
though. It's not clever. It's just what would have happened.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
It's realistic.
Film-
That's what makes
filmmaking.
it clever.
Yeah, in filming, but
Yeah.
why do they do that every time in a film where they go,
I know.
oh, all the armed gunmen shall run at this person who is armed with a sword until they're right up
Yeah.
against them with their weapon. It's like, what the fuck is happening? It's like they're trying to club them with it.
Because realism isn't interesting. Watching something happening realistically is not as interesting as watching
Yes, it is.
something
Have you seen the
choreographed.
Tarkov cinematics?
I'm not saying.
I
I'm not saying
don't know if it is or
isn't
isn't.
anymore. I'm saying today I prefer realism. Like if I'm watching a space movie, I'd rather watch something with realistic physics, like fucking, like Martian
Have
was
you
great because
seen
it
the
actually made
Tarkov
sense.
movies?
No,
Why
I
am I
haven't.
shaking so much?
Yeah, but the Tarkov
major
cinematics are
now.
nothing like the game right now.
Well, of
They-
course there isn't, because the game's kind of shit.
It's not that it's shit.
wasn't the
It's
actual
early access still. Like you can't forget that. They're
Exactly. Yes, but it's still going to be shit in its early access. It hasn't even got its main point of the game in yet. It's just maps and a gameplay system. There is no actual story currently there, which was supposed to be the entire game. It'll get there.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's also, have you
Another
seen
8
Sekiro?
years.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, Sekiro. That was a Sekiro, the movie, or Sekiro
Oh,
2.
okay.
You see,
yeah,
like-
No,
like I
I
said,
think you're
in the
referring
modern
to-
day, I like realism movies that follow realism, right? Even if it's in a
Yes.
fantasy genre or whatever, but like The Martian, I really enjoyed The Martian because it followed real life laws of physics, right? Which is way more interesting than something that's like Star Wars, which has got fucking. Apparently, you can drop
Space
bombs
magic.
from
Just make-
space through,
Yeah, they can just
and you
make
can
shit
breathe in
up.
space without a fucking
Yeah.
thing on,
They make shit up in some of those like sci-fi movies, which do poor if
it's
anything.
like-
It's kind of like, it's no visual like representation of what's happening. You don't
Yeah.
see this world. You
it would
kind
be
of see
more
whatever
interesting
was
to see
cheapest.
them adapt their writing to real world physics. It'd be way more interesting.
Even if they're just wearing a helmet while they're doing it,
Exactly.
it would have been cooler. Maybe if there was no audio while they were dropping the bombs or something, and each the bombs
Exactly.
had a little rocket that would push it down.
That's
That
way
would
Oh,
more
have
yeah.
taken
interesting.
not
'cause,
much
like,
extra time, and
Exactly.
there
Oh,
you go,
you're
you have a
referring to
bomber
the
still.
B-wing scene at the
I
start
hated
of
that.
Last
Yeah,
Jedi?
she's in
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, where they're
space. Apparently,
dropping
there's
little
gravity,
gravity.
enough gravity in space.
Yeah,
to
and I
fucking,
was like,
like, bombs drop
hang on.
through
I was like,
space.
hold the fuck on. How didn't they just drop
Also,
them
she
and not
hasn't
float?
got a mask. No oxygen.
She's got a
Yeah,
mask
the
on, there's a
bomb,
fucking
and the
open
bomb
door.
just fucking opens up.
But they could have.
Wait, this is Star Wars?
The-
This is
Yeah,
Star Wars.
back to Star Wars.
Fucking
In what
Max.
movie?
Last
Yeah,
Jedi.
unfortunately.
It's Last Jedi,
This
the
is a-
first scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really fucked it up, like, on that. That was such a
Huh.
Yeah, they should have had the doors open and her go get sucked straight out.
It could have been a really cool visual.
Just the whole fucking shit collapses for decompression.
Have you seen Ad Astra? Ad Astra.
Ad Astra.
What's up?
That, if you like Martian, you'll fucking love Ad Astra.
Ad Astra is
Imagine-
really good.
Coloring.
Imagine the most realistic version of a massive space movement into like the solar system.
There's a lot that isn't like explained in it at all though. There's
It's
a lot
not
missing.
it's because there's too much information that would have been needed.
Yeah,
but it
I
kind of
feel like
catches
they
you
could
up.
have made
Yeah,
It's
look
good,
like-
though.
they could have
So
made
fucking-
another film.
It's like Hellbug with
I
an
think.
evil genius petting his
They,
dog.
nah, I don't,
What
I
the
think
fuck?
It's good that they only made
Don't
one,
say that.
because it's
Dog
it's
being-
a standalone.
No. I mean, if they didn't put the ending in that they did, if he didn't get to that point, they could have made another film.
Just speak up, Silent.
I think it'd be a waste to make.
That's the
another
only way
film.
you can get a
I
word
feel like
in.
It just needs to be all in one.
I mean, it was a really good film though.
Now's your chance.
Ad Astra.
Now's your chance.
Go on,
Go on.
Glitch,
Go-
just watch it.
go-
Just watch Ad Astra. Just watch
What?
it.
It's good.
I'll watch it. I'll watch
Why
it.
am I?
Yeah.
Yes, Corgi.
I was actually just going to say about that scene with the bombers in Star Wars. Their reasoning for the bombers falling down was that they were magnetic. Apparently.
What?
Well, then they'd attach to the bloody hull of the ship.
Also, they would have stuck to each other.
Yeah.
As I said,
That means
it's
they
a
were
reason it
magnetic.
doesn't work. It's
You know what? For all we know, there could have been canaries in the tip of that. You know, canaries or bats, whatever they fucking used to use.
No.
Bombs.
It was pigeons.
No, pigeons. That's right, or
It was
pigeons.
Pigeons flying. Pigeons flying the balls down.
All they,
Do you know what they could have done? What they could have done?
all they
They
had
should
to do
they should have
was
just
put a
went.
little-
One person at a time, please.
Yeah, all they had to do is like, put a little. All they had to do is like put a little flap on top of the bombs that just pushes it down. That's all they had to do. Like
Yeah.
there's
Or like a little
momentum in
rocket or
space.
something.
There's like fucking.
Yeah. They'll just little
They-
line go.
They could have said,
Have
"Oh,
it just like fucking float holding onto the ladder and then hit
y-
the button, and then
You know
it
how-
pushes the bombs down. That's momentum. There's enough to momentum to carry it down to fucking.
you know how in
there's a bomb.
in Star Wars all these ships have shields and stuff. They could have just went, oh yeah, it gets caught in the ship's field and it pulls them down.
Yeah,
That would have been better than, oh, it's
like, give it-
magnetic.
Give it a decent, not a half. They give half-assed fucking after the fact solutions to their plot holes.
I think
Terrible
I think they-
story planning.
I think the entire
Their
second
storyline,
film.
like story box shit was.
I think the Last Jedi was entirely written to piss off J.J. Abrams.
Didn't they switch directors halfway through?
Yeah, because J.J. Abrams did the first one, and then Ryan Johnson did the second one, and it was J.J. Abrams again. And on the third one, J.J. Abrams went, I'm just going to do what I want, because Ryan Johnson fucked his storyline up. So he was just like, fuck him, I'm going to do what the fuck I like. He's fucked it
Well,
for
I
me
mean,
already.
he
I
was
can't
like
do
the
anything with it.
screenwriting. Well, he
It
did the
was-
screenwriting for the characters and stuff. Like they shat on it too.
It was
a lot
Ryan
of
Johnson.
shitting.
Ryan Johnson
but
wrote the
watching
whole of the
Luke
second film,
Skywalker-
and
Yeah.
The third film.
yeah, I know,
Watching
but
Luke
he had to
Skywalker just
continue
take
on from the third
Take the
film.
lightsaber
No, I
and just
know.
fucking
Large
yeet it
amounts
over
of
his like
shit.
over his
Large
shoulder.
amounts of
Yeah.
shit was-
Yeah, I.
Canned
Ryan Johnson
myself.
had
Yeah,
a
that was
plan for it,
stupid. And then he just fucking dies.
and
Yeah.
then, J.J. Abrams had a plan for it, and then Ryan Johnson went, no.
That fucking that scene was
J.J.
so
Abrams
fucking
gave up, was
stupid.
Like, I'm just gonna have fun with it.
Like
Yeah,
I
just-
hate
just
those
gonna
movies so much.
Green milk.
Yeah.
For whatever
reason why they
just
made,
have
like,
fun.
Forced-
No, not green, blue milk.
People like
Slowly
people.
dicked
Yeah.
off.
People
Oh,
show
yeah.
the prequels, right?
I
They've
think
got, at this
Mandalorian
point, they've
made
got
more
no
money,
reason to
if
show the
anything.
prequels. The prequels are better
Probably.
than the fucking sequels.
No, they're not.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, they're not.
I
Only
mean,
succeeded in
no.
making the
I mean, the
prequels good.
prequels
in my opinion.
were they're
I love the
cringe,
prequels.
but
Nobody
they're
wants
I
about
grew
the
up watching the
prequels anymore.
prequels.
The acting.
The
is
prequels are
awful.
respectable.
They're my favorite.
Yeah.
It's no, it's not.
Ryan
It's
Johnson.
it's not that the acting's horrible. It's the CGI. It's so
Yeah.
bad.
You know,
That's-
yeah,
it was
it's
during
for its
that
time,
time.
though. It was for,
Yeah.
during that
Time.
time.
They
that
should
was
have.
good
Yeah, but
during
they
its
should have
time.
never did that. They should have stuck to
Yeah,
how they
they
made their
overdone
previous.
it.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
used it
yeah,
too
yeah,
much.
they should have
That is way
They should've
like,
stuck
too
with
expensive
practical
for the film they
effects.
could have done.
But
For
if
what
it
we're
wasn't for
trying to
that,
do,
we wouldn't have
they
had
wouldn't be able to do it.
THX, and we wouldn't have had that fantastic audio whenever a game would
I
launch in
mean-
the 2000s.
I mean, we wouldn't.
Yeah, no,
George Lucas started up a whole company to kickstart CGI
Yeah, if it
for
wasn't
Star
for that,
Wars. We wouldn't have
like,
we wouldn't have
really
loads
good
of CGI
CGI.
we have now. Yeah,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have had Ad Astra as good as it is now if it
I
wasn't
I'm
for.
pretty sure.
However-
Silent movie, what-
anyway.
I think. Yeah.
I mean,
The one prequel movie that I do like is
we
Episode
wouldn't
3.
have that by
James
this point.
Cameron made Avatar, so
Episode
you know.
3 I
fine.
really
Episode 3 was
no,
good.
What was the last one called? Revenge? of the Sith?
Apart from their lightsaber duel, which I'm gonna be honest, looks very art
It,
like anything.
it took way too long. It was too long.
No, it's
I
the fact that
enjoyed
they're doing
it.
the
I like
it. I mean, but that-
And the
spinny
memes-
stuff, and it's like, what is
the
that?
memes, like the memes
Memes that the prequels made are the fucking
Yep.
best thing about them.
Yep. The fucking I got the high ground. I instantly win.
My kids one day, if I have kids one day and I go like, and they're like I'm trying to like play fight with them, and I go like, you can't defeat me, I have the high ground, don't try it. And they don't get it. At that point, if I haven't taught them to understand what that meme is from, then
You
I've
have
failed as a
failed as
father.
a
And the child jumps like does a 360 in the air, and you cut him in half.
Just no, just I can just picture a glitch. Just fucking get mad at his kid, throw the lightsaber down, be like, "Fuck it, I'm done. I hate this," and start crying and run in.
Walks out with a room stomping
Yeah.
his feet.
It's like, I'm trying. I hate sand.
Reminds me, in Solo, they put fucking Darth Maul in Solo, don't they?
Yeah, it's the same guy that played him.
He is going to come into the TV series for Obi-Wan Kenobi because he's still
Yeah,
part of the
for
canon
Obi,
of
he's
Disney.
gonna,
I
yeah,
can't
he's gonna,
fucking- So
Have you
even
seen
McGregor,
the-
my
have you
favorite
seen-
actors,
wait, have you
because
seen
of
the
the
cartoon of
prequels,
the
Yeah.
he's like the
Obi-Wan
only
Kenobi
good actor
spider
in the
legs.
prequels,
Shit.
and he's like,
No,
him
Darth Maul.
and,
Darth
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Maul.
Darth Maul in that
Yeah,
was
Maul.
great.
Darth Maul in the cartoon
Darth
when
Maul.
Obi-Wan Kenobi faces him. Have you seen that?
None of the I didn't watch the
yeah,
cartoons.
He faces him
General
as
Grievous is great.
old Ben Kenobi, doesn't
Ben
he?
Kenobi.
As
Yeah.
Alec,
at that point.
Alec Guinness
That,
is.
I'm gonna be honest though, even though the cartoon version is pretty like wet, a bit boring, but I'll say that lightsaber battle is actually kind of cool. How it ends in like 4 like moves. And it's just like precise stuff, and he cuts him in fucking 2. Like
Do you think we'll see? Do you think we'll see like a lot of General Grievous versus Obi-Wan Kenobi in the?
No,
in the
no, he's
series?
done.
no,
Because-
he's done.
Grievous is
He
dead.
died. He
Is
died.
it, oh, is this after? Is Obi-Wan Kenobi on?
Yeah, yeah. This is after. This is
Tatooine.
before A New Hope.
Yeah,
After
this-
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, this is after the Clone Wars.
Okay,
So
who do
we'll
we get
probably
to see?
see.
Speaking of which,
like, Maul
I hope
versus-
they make a
Obi-Wan,
live
that's what I'm
movie
for.
about the Clone Wars.
They probably won't.
I don't.
Oi, Commando, Clone Commando.
Right, yeah, that's right, yeah.
I want a Republic
Oh,
Commando. I want a
Hey.
remake of the game.
You guys are going
I want a
to
remake.
something about
Makes a
Star Wars. It
Republic
always ends
Commando
badly.
fucking
I want
game.
a remake. Of
I mean,
Republic Commando.
it's a lot. It's something a lot of people know though too. So it's pretty big pop culture shit.
Oh yeah, it's just, imagine a story mode of Star Wars, but just like in the first person shoot, but it's just the Republic. It's just
Star Wars
remix
age,
of
Jar Jar
Commando
finds a
one.
stick.
If it
What
wasn't,
the
if it
fuck?
wasn't
Did you
for the
play
prequels,
Republic
we wouldn't
Commando?
have a glorious silent here.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Did you play?
General Kenobi.
Did you play Republic Commando?
I think I did, yes. I did.
It was incredibly hard as well for a Star Wars game.
Doesn't it get
Oh,
horrifyingly
it's like
dark
one of
as
the
well?
old, like the old games.
It's
They
like
were
you
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Like
You
your people,
commanded-
like it goes to the horror theme for a bit. Like your people just getting murdered horrifically, and
Oh, and you notice everything just
Yep.
dying
Just-
around
Yeah,
you.
Just
yeah,
like
yeah. And
simulation.
you're like you're just a squad working your way through. You know those big like Death Star dome things that they
Mm.
had in Attack of the Clones, where they're all like rising out the ground.
oh,
Yeah.
they're the thing, the command centers for the
Yeah, yeah.
spaceships
You
and
you
stuff
have
like
to
that.
work your way through one of them
Yeah.
to blow it up, and there's parts where you're split up from your squad and you're on your own, going through vents and shit, and there's battle droids that aren't activated. But if you like accidentally tap one, all of them come down, start fucking
Fucking you
blasting
up.
your
I would
ass.
love, I would love to see them remaster the prequels with today's CGI. like the CG.
They wouldn't
I think
though,
they-
which is annoying.
They'd make Jar Jar the actual Sith Lord he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be the main bad guy of the entire was it prequels?
He
And
was
because of
comic.
the
He was a
interception-
replacement. He was a replacement for fucking Chewbacca.
Yeah, it's appreciated replacement if you ask me.
His
Yeah,
actual plan
for
of
real.
His character was to be Darth Plagueis, right? Do you know about that?
That's not the
It
actual.
You heard the tales
It
of
is
Darth
not.
He
Plagueis.
confirmed it. He fucking confirmed it, you bitch. Yes, he did.
There's no
Yes,
way.
he did.
I love
Yes,
the
he
one-
did.
I love the
It was
one, like-
supposed to
like-
be. It was
Have you
supposed to
heard
be
the
Darth
tales of
Plagueis the
Joe?
entire
And he
time.
goes,
I
"Who's
cannot
Joe?"
believe
He goes,
that.
You can look it up. It
Joe.
was. It's been confirmed multiple times, but they stopped it.
I need to find it.
Because
It's like
he
my
was
favorite
so
scene. I have it saved on
stupid.
my phone. I'll find
Yeah,
it. I'll
because
find it
it
on
was hated.
YouTube.
It was received so
Have you seen
badly that no
have you seen
one
the
would like
comic
the
of
character
what
in
happened?
the second
Have
one.
you seen the comic of what happens afterwards after the Clone Wars to Jar Jar?
Well,
He's
I
like
don't
in a
know.
fountain begging for money because he's upset.
He was not.
And
He
he's
was a
depressed.
He was a senator, wasn't he?
Yeah, but after the Clone Wars,
He's in the
not
third
after
one. He's
the-
still.
Ardent wishes to join.
Huh?
I mean after then.
Oh,
After
mine
the,
ain't gonna-
Ardent
see.
wishes to
End
join.
Oh, you mean after Order 66?
Does he know what's going on?
Yeah. He's like in a
Probably not,
fountain.
If you
begging for
want,
money,
shoot him a message just so he
crying,
knows
and
what he's
all
coming into.
depressed because he helped Palpatine come into power.
Oh, yeah, well, that was
Did
not
you
what
see
they
the
were trying
comic
to
of what
do.
Jar Jar's parents did to them?
Right, okay,
Father did.
I do not give a shit.
Yo,
about
nerds,
the
calm down over there. You have an orgasm. There's other people here too. There's other people here too.
It's
Because
funny.
It's funny, yeah, but originally he was supposed to be the most powerful fucking Sith that was ever. He could just reincarnate
Oh,
himself.
Here
It
it
was
goes.
Darth
So it
Plagueis,
goes-
dude. The guy could just jizz his own fucking body out if he really wanted to.
So it's the
Been, though.
the senator
I
is
think it would've
talking
been
to Anakin, and he goes, Did you know that Darth Pelagius died of ligma?" And then he goes, "Who's Darth Pelagius?" And he just goes, "Ligma balls." Yeah, I'll fucking send it to the fucking group. It's fucking my favorite meme.
On one side of Hell Dog, you see the quiet boys, on the other, it's full blown argument. For real.
Argument.
You guys were just talking to each other, going in a tangent.
Loudly exclaiming that Jar Jar Binks is actually the most lethal force in the galaxy. Thank you very much.
Fucking
You
A.
can't prove me wrong. You can't prove me wrong, dude. His lightsaber's
Right.
longer than everyone else's.
I'm gonna quickly
Waste
grab
Creew's got
another
nothing
drink.
on him.
His lightsaber's longer than everyone else.
His lightsaber's longer than yours, dude. Come on.
I'm
It's like
pretty sure most people's are. It's only like a centimeter big, dude. Like, come on, give me way too much credit.
Centimeter big, and
That's
you
a
last
rip.
3 minutes at most.
I mean, at least give yourself
haven't
two,
started
dude.
drinking
Come
yet.
on.
I'm behind.
I don't know.
Be nice to yourself. You know, you get it hard, dude. Don't worry. You get up there. It's not a barnacle pee-pee. Don't worry. You have to rub it like sun cream.
Dude,
What?
there's two meme categories that I fucking dig. And that is prequel memes and Elder Scrolls memes.
I really like Elder Scrolls. I don't care for Star Wars too much. There's a couple classic ones. However, there is one meme or one specific show that has always been a meme since memes have been a thing. I think it will always continue to be a meme. Is SpongeBob?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the amount of memes.
I love
Yeah.
it. There was the perfect. Somehow there was a meme that had me 3 o'clock in the morning. I want ribs, and
Yeah.
public knew exactly what scene and fucking.
I looked it up and did it. And made it. Literally the episode, early first couple seasons of SpongeBob, best fucking show.
Yeah. Actually, I watched a documentary on it about how it was about how it deteriorated because of Nickelodeon's side, the direction of the show.
They're turning the show again into a political nightmare, like what they did with Star Wars now. It's
So
it's
what-
fucked.
so-
It's a
so-
kid show.
When the
Fucking leave it.
when the original creator of SpongeBob, when he left Nickelodeon, I think it was the third season already. He left,
Didn't he die?
So he he only died
That's
like
the voice actor.
much later. No, I'm talking about the actual creator. He so SpongeBob was supposed to learn and grow as a person throughout the series, but Nickelodeon for some reason didn't like it. He didn't want they didn't want SpongeBob getting older because it's not appealing to younger kids. So they had him just get stupider and stupider and stupider throughout the seasons, like to the point where SpongeBob is like he's actually like a harm to everybody around him
Yeah.
within the last seasons. Like you look at the movie, the one that we watched, that was directed by the creator of SpongeBob, and SpongeBob's actually like somewhat coherent, and he's like he hatches plans and stuff to help save everybody.
I've used that Goofy Goober wake up scene so many times, personally, because I've been in that same boat, waking up just, next morning. Fucking mess.
Like, for work, Mr. Krabs gonna be Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs.
Oh
I'm
god.
surprised more. I'm surprised that there wasn't more films of old animated series. Like
TV
I'm
movie
surprised
like
they make an Ed and Eddie one, or
they the last episode was like their movie. That was like what an
Was
hour.
it?
Yeah, it
And
was
it
like
was
an hour and a
It
half.
was an hour long,
And it's to date the only Ed and Eddie episode that had CG in it, and there was only one scene with CG in it, and that was the
I don't think I've watched it.
that was
actually.
there was like a scene where they're out of the cul-de-sac. They were like in the middle of nowhere. The only CG that was used was to generate the environment. That was it.
everything else was hand drawn.
Yeah, they were going to find Eddie's brother.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, because you,
No,
you
I
don't
don't
see
think I watched
Eddie's brother's face at all throughout the entire series until the last episode.
Yeah, like Ed talked about him like being this legendary character, like this awesome brother and everything, and then you meet him. He's a fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
He lives in a trailer outside of an amusement park. My favorite episode of Ed and Eddie though is when they broke the fourth wall. Fucking Ed lifts up and eats the fucking sun. Like, like
They take what's his name, Jimmy's fucking outline off.
yeah.
His outline.
Like that show was fucked. Some of the shit they did.
So apparently, the artist and the writer for that episode, they said, right, what do you guys, the artists, want to do? You guys want to have fun,
So let's do something fun. Let's break the fourth wall. Let's do something creative and
fun with the show. And that's the one I remember the clearest. That's the episode I remember the best. Is the one with the fourth wall breaking, because it's such a clever episode.
It was a cool thing. No, I remember a
Boy,
lot. I remember a lot of episodes from Ed and Eddie. If I have to think about it.
It's also one of those shows my parents used to watch with me because they loved the show themselves. As adults, they loved the show.
My my mom hated that show for some reason. I don't know why.
My dad would get excited. My mom would get excited to watch it as well.
she's like, oh, Eddie's on. Let's watch. But they used to watch SpongeBob with me as well, so they quite like cartoons.
I'm trying to think though. As far as like absolute favorite like cartoon.
Avatar Last
Pro-
Airbender?
No, that's later. I'm thinking like when when I was an actual kid.
Oh, kid.
Like
Yeah.
7, 8 years old. Has to be Courage the Cowardly Dog. However,
It's a great show.
that fucking one episode with CG scared the fuck out of me as a kid.
Oh, which one?
The Return the Slab.
Return the Slab.
And and what I've learned over the years is apparently I'm not the only one. And
that's what's rated one of the scariest episodes of like. It's just like it just creeped people out, and it's just
yeah, the episode was like literally. I woke up one morning. It was like 4 or 5 in the morning. That episode was on. I freaked the fuck out. It was because I heard the music. Like the bing, like that fucking weird like eerie ass sound. Speak about waking up at fucking early ass times during the morning because of a thing. If you left your TV on 2 o'clock in the morning, my time, they start playing George Lopez, the do 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 do, fucking so loud. Oh my.
God.
See, that's where I get anxiety attacks. I'll look when I wake up from a sleep, like a really nice comfy sleep, to something like George Lopez on the fucking TV.
However, I used to wake up pretty early sometimes, and the first anime I ever watched was Inuyasha, because it was on. Toonami was always on at 5 in the morning, and that for some reason that was what they were playing.
I watched. So we had a channel called Animax
Yeah,
in South Africa. I don't know if it was in anywhere else.
Sounds like a porn. Chat.
it does.
So obviously, like between midnight and like 5 in the morning, it was all like the adult animes, like the ones that were rated 18+.
Yeah.
I was right then.
So I used to watch. I watched like Elfton Lead and all those, and like I used to watch one called Kiddie Grade, which was rated PG-13, right? And the one episode I recorded because I wasn't going to be home that day, so we had like a decoder so you could record everything. Was the one episode they decided to show titties on uncensored titties on a PG-13. So my parents like, what is this recorded episode? It's an anime with like fucking titties in it, and they're like, I'm like, what? No, it's not what you think, you know? I'm not... I don't know how they
Research, I promise.
let that slip. Let that slip on like on cable television.
But besides that, trying to think. I've been just recently. I've been kind of getting into anime shows and stuff, but I don't really watch anything too weird. I guess the weirdest one I've seen is Food Wars. That's definitely the weirdest one.
Food Wars is great, though. I like the weird animes. The weird animes I find entertaining. Like the comedy in them is just really good, and I find it funny because it's like a slapstick kind of.
I think it's weird for being weird, isn't it?
I don't like.
You laugh your ass off because of how weird and funny it is.
See, here's the thing: like with new animations like that, newer animations, I'm not a fan of. I like 90s like anime and stuff. Like it's like hand drawn, how it looks. It's like kind of like
Cowboy
it's I really like Cowboy Bebop. Another actually a really good movie is was it Akira or something? Akira or whatever.
Oh, Akira.
Akira, there we go. That's a really good movie.
So there's a bunch
Really
of
long
anime
as
that I
well.
watched.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of anime that I watched on that channel, and I, for the life of me, do have no idea what the show's names were. I would kill to rewatch. Like some of them I remember so vividly, but I don't know the name of the show, and I can't find them. Like, how do you search for an anime that you don't know the name of? It's hard enough finding an anime that you know the name of because it's in Japanese but not in English. And then you want to find something you watched when you were like 14 years old.
You just gotta get lucky. Honestly. Just one day you're gonna be sitting there browsing, you're gonna click on something and be like, "Oh my god!" Like
The show.
It's like when you find that porn that you watched 5 years ago, and you find it again.
You're like, oh, that was really good. Where is it?
Actually, speaking of
You were
porn,
stupid enough to put it in incognito, so you haven't got your history for it.
speaking of porn, I was at college on the bus going across campus because our campus there was 3 campuses in the city. The kid sitting right next to me on the shuttle was watching porn, and I look over, I see it. I'm just like, what the fuck? So I tap on his shoulder, I lean into him, I'm like, that's my favorite part. And he like got creeped the fuck out. I started laughing. I think I scared him too because like I caught him fucking. But like, who the fuck just casually watches porn?
I don't know.
Is that an actual thing? Like people do that?
Yeah, you know, yeah. There was.
about-
Do you know
how about
watching
Terry
drugs in
Crews was addicted to watching porn?
Why? Like,
Sit there and watch it. He wouldn't even jerk off over it. He just watch it.
I don't watch it for the sex aspect. I like the plot.
Watch it for the story.
Yeah.
This is a bathtub. This is a bathtub. Fucking like
Glitch, with what you've told us about your life, that's pretty much you, though.
It is
No,
me.
for real.
I'm the most clueless. Like when it, like what surprises me is that I actually like the fact that I have been somewhat successful while being as clueless as I am.
That's the.
The fuck was that? Did a demon possess you? What was that noise? Did a demon possess you?
I made no noise.
It sounded like you just talked
Well,
backwards.
noise came
Yeah.
Well, that's it, guys. It was nice knowing you. I'm about to be destroyed by that demon over there.
What the fuck?
It was weird, like your mouth open and your mouth was like you have little spiky teeth. That's what I saw. It's like
Wait, does that make noise?
What?
Does
No,
your
no noise in the servitor?
what the fuck was that then? Like literally, either sounded like you like actually, you know what? It really it sounded like when my dogs dry heave when they're standing there going. That's what it sounded like.
He is a Kogi after all.
You're gonna send me a
What
clip
are we
of it
talking
because
about before
I didn't hear anything.
what was I saying?
I'll go back and
Like,
get it.
before the demon escaped, like Satan's mouth.
I don't know, but
Satan's mouth.
speaking of which, Silent, you've been awfully quiet. Why don't you chime in? Anything you watched?
I mean, I'm just a quiet boy. What have I watched recently? I mainly watch YouTube stuff, so there's nothing really I can. Chernobyl was a good show I liked.
I never watched it. I couldn't get into it.
They went
I
into
haven't watched it
and-
yet, but I've seen
I haven't
like
watched it at
a
all.
couple.
Yeah, that's one show I couldn't
know
get into.
nothing about Chernobyl. I couldn't get into Breaking Bad.
Really?
I find it
I
very
can get
difficult to
into
get
that
into
either.
shows these days.
That was
watched.
one of the first shows I binge watched.
I got through like season 1 of Breaking Bad, and I was like, I can't do it.
Fair enough.
I got bored.
I'm
And
really
the
enjoying.
thing is,
Sorry, go. Because
no, go on. Go on.
I was gonna say I really enjoy Castlevania that you guys recommended.
Oh, it's so good.
Although Specky kept doing the fucking line, which was
Yeah, it turns out it was just a
Fucking-
thing me and my friend made up in uni.
yeah, he kept doing the line.
It's because I did it for so. Are you Bill Moore? Yes,
Yeah.
I'm Bill Moore.
What?
Yeah, but like
because
it's not-
because
it's
there's
not
a scene in the first episode where a character keeps calling what's his first? Trevor Belmont. Trevor keeps calling him Belmore.
Oh.
Him. So me and my
French,
friend, yeah, and he pronounces him as Belmont. So I don't know why. So me and my friend in UD kept going, "Are you Belmore?" It's yes, I'm Belmont. And but I was so used to doing it because we'd see each other every day, and I go, "Are you Belmore?" And him, and it was like, "Oh yeah, that's a bit in the show."
So
so I'm like, oh cool, I want to see this part, and then I ended up watching the entire series, not having seen it once. I was like, Specky, you fucking lied.
so a little bit. This is not a little bit. It's completely off topic. But who's your favorite actor?
My favorite actor.
I
Oh God.
don't know many. I'm gonna go with
so-
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan
Oh, he's a
McGregor.
good one. He's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
The guy who played Magneto in the new Matrix, the new
Matrix.
fucking,
films.
It's a crossover episode right there.
Oh God.
Fucking.
he also played in Glorious Bastards and fuck, what's it? I don't know his name. He plays in also the
And
new,
he was
the
in
new
the
Alien movie.
Assassin's Creed film as well.
Yeah.
Was he Magneto?
Um, yeah, he played as Magneto in the
and
new,
he
like,
was
young
the
Magneto
android
in
in Prometheus, and
Hey Google,
what was the one after it?
what's the actor that played Prometheus?
That played Prometheus. That's the entire film.
Michael Fassbender.
Ask.
Yes,
Mike,
Michael.
yeah,
Fassbender.
yeah.
Fucking-
It
he's
was
one of my
surprisingly.
favorite. He's one of my favorite. Like,
Well,
actors.
I asked if it
Him
played
and
Isn't that the
Waititi.
thing itself?
Yeah, it's the film. I'm surprised it named just him though. He wasn't the main actor in Prometheus.
No, he's the main actor because he was the
Yeah,
male, he was
it's-
the male.
He was.
It's
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna
it was
list the
woman
main
who was the
actors.
main-
No, it did, but that's the one that came up. I figured that.
Oh right. I see,
Um,
yeah. Harrison Ford. I think because I just realized like I really like Blade Runner
Blade Runner's good.
and Indiana Jones and
What
Star
about the
Wars.
Breathtaking-
All three of them
It's-
have Harrison Ford in.
For me, it's
What
a
about the breathtaking
guys seen
Keanu
the-
Reeves?
Reboot of
Yeah,
Blade
I
Runner.
do love Keanu.
the reboot.
I have seen
The,
the reboot.
no,
Yeah.
the sequel. It was a sequel.
Oh, the sequel then. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? Yeah, the new movie.
You know
Yeah,
the scene where he's just beating the shit out of the guy, Harrison Ford.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you pause it
Yeah.
just right, you can see a moment where he actually makes contact. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Where he actually makes contact with the guy's face,
Oh,
and you could just see Harrison Ford
actually
go from
fucking
angry to like suddenly, fuck, I just punched him for like a split
Just
second
punched-
before they cut to the
Punch
next scene.
Ryan Gosling in the face. That's a
Yeah.
very expensive face to punch.
Oh yeah. Like if he
Also,
full on whacked it in.
I think Harrison Ford's great because he fucking flew a plane. He fucking crashed it.
so
Fucking survived that crash. And this was while they were filming Star Wars. And they're like, for fuck's sake, calm down.
as far as for an actor, for me, it's a close toss up, but Leonardo DiCaprio definitely takes the top for me. I love his movies.
Not a rose.
Backing up Pete quickly.
Actually, he just one of his more recent movies. What was it? Something. It was like something Tales of Hollywood or whatever. It's about like
Oh,
It's-
Once Upon a Time in
yeah,
Hollywood.
that's
I wasn't
fucking
a fan of that film.
a great movie.
I think I thought the film was great, but the whole film, only the ending was needed.
Well,
I think you could
it's-
have the ending and it still would have made sense.
But you understand, like it's not the physical historic side. It's not like the historic
No, I
part,
know,
like
no,
what
I
happened.
know,
It's a
I know, but nothing. The build up. There was no build up that led to that ending. If you get what I mean. It was just like a series of events, and then this ending happened to happen. I think you could have had the film shorter and still have had the same ending.
I don't think there ever was a motive though for a major for the original attack.
No.
I think they just
No,
picked the
I did love
house.
the scene with the flamethrower, though. I
Yeah,
thought
that was
great.
fucking hilarious. Just then the dog too, but another one is Ryan Reynolds. Fucking funniest.
Reynolds.
Yeah, I think he's the funniest actor. It's hilarious.
A thing I have with Quentin Tarantino films is he does a lot. He adds a lot of filler in his films with just people talking nonsense. That doesn't add to the story. Like, what was the western he did?
I guess it makes it more relatable though, you know? Gives the
I guess. But
fuck
what
was
was the
that?
western he did? What was it? Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight. It's like 2 hours of nothing happening. Of people just sitting in a room talking, and
Right.
nothing they say contributes to anything.
Ryan Reynolds is a really
Did
good
one of the
actor.
characters- I swear
I
in that
like Ryan
movie,
Reynolds,
one of the
but he's
actors
like-
broke a guitar.
That's
and it
what
turned out
that's
to
what
be some,
Sendor
like,
picked.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I'm not
Fallon?
looking forward to
Sorry
his
for
new
interrupting you.
film, Fall Guys. Not Fall Guys.
The game
What's
one.
it called? The game, yeah, the something guy.
Yeah, I can already say the movies get fucking suck.
I already don't like it because it's filled with YouTubers and Twitch streamers.
I already know the movies
I
get
don't
suck,
like that.
but I'll still watch it. I like Ryan Reynolds, so give him the view, I
I
guess.
think
What
what
you saying,
helped
Salah?
him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, I think in Hateful Eight there's a scene where they smash a guitar, and
Yeah.
it turns out that guitar's like they borrowed it from like a legendary guitar place, and this guitar was like ancient and owned by many famous guitarists, and it was like on loan,
Uh-oh.
and it should not have been damaged at all, and he just full on smashed it across the wall, thinking it was a prop.
Oof.
and they got in like massive
Oh.
trouble for it because it was like I don't think they ever lent it to that cinema again, to the studio again because of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a big. Yeah, I don't blame
Which
him.
actor
That's a
was
big
this?
deal.
Which actor? Was
It was during the Hateful Eight. I don't remember what character in particular does it.
The same actor that plays Mad Eye Moody in Harry Potter, I think. If he's just in that, I think. I might think about a different
Oh,
movie.
the
Yeah,
same
maybe.
guy, the same guy from In Bruges, which is also a good film if you've not seen that.
I haven't.
It's a really fucking good film. I think it's two. I've seen it ages. Things two hitmen get hired to go kill someone. But I'm not gonna say too much. It'll spoil it. But just go watch it.
Fair enough.
Moulin Rouge.
You want to know who's actually a really, really nice guy outside? He's actually local to our area. My friends actually met him. It's Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I've been told he's.
He's literally down to earth, where doesn't dress up or anything. Fucking wears sweatpants around and shit.
His films.
See, I like some of them. His one of his newer ones called The Cobbler was good. I like that. And then he just put out a jewelry one. I forget what it's called. It's also really good.
Click.
I respect
Click
him
was my
because he's
favorite.
just.
Movie
I just
sucked.
want to make films with my friends. His films
Shit
up
movie,
ahead,
but
but
I
he's just
loved
like, I just want to make films with my friends. I'm just paying a lot of money to.
Well, yeah, he owns a
Just all
studio.
just dicking
Happy
about
Gilmore.
with his-
Yeah,
he's
it's
just-
that.
it was-
'Cause
all his films just him dicking about with
but
his
here's-
friends, which is fair enough.
Here's the
If
thing,
I
though.
could
Like
do it,
he's
I
not.
would.
He's not known for his movies. He's a stand-up comedian, and all his friends are. Well, all his friends are too. Most are.
In the UK, well, as far as I'm aware, the first we heard of him was through films and not stand-up.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever toured outside the U.S.
I don't think
His stand-up is pretty funny, though.
I think it's possible to. It's hard for US and European comedians to visit completely different audiences
Yeah. Also, like you look at
for stand-up.
UK TV shows. Like
I'm sorry, but your
They're,
TV sucks. It's fucking
No,
dry as
comedy.
fuck.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
It's wicked dry. It's horrible. Like, I'm sorry, but
we have long build-ups and then a punchline.
so, like I watch there's a show I cannot watch. There's two shows I can't watch. One is Friday Night Dinner. I physically cannot watch that
Friday
show.
Night
Like,
Dinner is great.
I will sink into my own skeleton if I try to watch that
Yeah,
show.
because it's
Oh.
all based off cringe and embarrassing
I can't.
your
I
children
can't
because that's
fucking-
what the whole
my
that
first.
and what's
this
the
is.
the In-Betweeners. I can't watch
In-Betweeners.
either. I tried watching it and it's so fucking bad.
Right, but what about Father Ted?
Father Ted is fucking great.
So
In my opinion.
my first encounter with British humor is was my brother told me to go watch The Office because I've never heard of it. So I went to go watch The Office,
Office is
and
the
let me tell you
driest.
what version of The Office I found was I literally watched like an episode and a half. I go up to my brother, I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? This show fucking sucks. I showed him, and he's like, wait, that's The Office? He's like, no, you're not watching the right one. I'm like, that show was fucking
the original
horrible.
Office is because it's filmed as a documentary,
Yeah.
and that's what it's supposed to be, and it's really subtle humor. It's not supposed to be. Like little characters like make a joke, then look at the camera.
Yeah.
Silly question, what's your favorite movie? What's
Mine?
your favorite movie to date? Yeah.
Oh, that's hard. Definitely the one that like, comes to mind right off the bat though is Wolf of Wall Street. Love that movie.
That's a great movie. I quite enjoyed that one as well. I've watched it like I think 3 times now.
8.
But
I've seen it
mine
8
will
times.
I've
be
watched
what-
it once.
Really, you should watch it. It's a little long, but it's a
I've
good
never
movie.
watched it. It's
Mine
like
will
3
always
hours
be
long, isn't
What
it?
We Do in the Shadows.
That's a good movie.
Oh, that film's
me-
fucking great.
There's
to
a-
me is my favorite movie, and I can watch it again and again and again. I will still laugh my ass off every time.
Oh. For me. Oh, you're looking at me. You want me to talk? Oh, God.
Go.
Um,
The other Brit in the room.
can't say pick out a specific movie, but I'd have to say the
The only
Lord of
bread in the
Rings
room.
trilogy.
That's a
Yes,
good
thank you,
one.
British.
The
He's
Lord of the
Welsh.
Rings films are ruined for me. Yeah,
he's
I'm
still
still
British.
British. I'm not English. He's
He's not English.
I'm Welsh. We're still
I'm
Brits
English.
though.
Yeah.
That one's a sheep fucker.
You just poked your tongue out at me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Have to be the Lord of the Rings. I think.
Which
You
one?
fuck them, then you eat
Or just all of them. You can't really have them numbered, can you?
I like the Hobbit film better.
We should do a. We should do. We
Ooh,
should do a.
controversial, controversial.
Mm.
We should do a marathon silent.
And
What?
then we watch the appendices, all
But
24 hours of them.
the appendices, the fuck's that?
Yeah, it's the making
Because
of.
basically, with each
Oh
movie they
no,
release,
fuck that.
they then
Fuck
release
that.
3 hours of behind the scenes of how they made it. And it's,
love
I
behind the
literally
scenes
have
of
binge
those
watches where I just
movies.
watch all of the appendices in like
I love
For over
watching
several
behind the
days.
scenes of movies.
What is
it's amazing. I love it.
Gumtree? What's Gumtree? I've heard of that.
Oh, Gumtree is basically
Gumtree is-
Craigslist.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's for. Europe,
Yeah,
European countries.
but we also have Craigslist. Craigslist.
So I
we-
just got
we
told to go
have-
look up
we put
Randy
Gumtree
Felt Face
here.
buys a bookshelf off a Gumtree.
Oh, you should watch it. It's great. Me and Hoot have watched it. I think me and
Oh,
Specky
fuck,
have watched
I
it
need
as well.
pee. I need to pee. I'll be back.
Jesus.
So it's.
Damn,
It's
boys.
a-
Oh, hi glitch.
Oh, I'm on held dog again.
Oh, damn. Special dance time.
Dude, just hit the button.
Yeah, no, but I can't reach it from here.
Ah.
But so, fucking Randy's great. Like, have you watched any of the Randy, like Randy and Sammy J?
I've never heard of them.
People watching it. You know, like comedians, like but they do this little skit, which is where they like it's like a ballad. Well, I can't repeat it because it's not as good as them actually doing it, but it's really worth watching. And
I'll-
the one I mentioned is the buying a bookshop on Gumtree is a really funny story, so it's worth watching as well.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. I went on a whole binge on them. Like, I ended up watching like every special, like comedy special that they did.
But going back to the movies, I actually just one of the more recent movies I just watched. I wanted to see for a while, and I completely forgot about it until I was on Disney Plus and browsing. I saw that they had it available. Was the new Christopher Robin one, like Winnie the Pooh movie that just came out?
Oh right.
It was fucking really good.
Apparently, it's heartbreaking at the same time.
It is a little sad, but it was a good
I
movie.
haven't seen it yet because I haven't watched it yet. I used to fucking love Winnie the Pooh as a kid, and like I think the Tigger movie
Oop,
was the only
I'm
thing
breaking.
I really like remember and like actually really enjoyed.
Aussie humor,
kinda
it's
sad
great.
that it's kind of sad that VHS tapes died out the way they did because I think just before we moved into my current house, I had received an entire collection of just Disney films on VHS tapes. Just like
I still have all of them.
so many of them.
Yeah, we have
And
every
I never
single
got to-
one.
I never got to go through all of them. I'm like so bummed that I never got to go through every single one of them.
Go
the one
get-
I used to watch the most was A Quest for Camelot. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that.
I have.
As,
Yep.
as a kid, I watched that so many times. I watched it over and over and over again, and I still love it. It's probably the reason why I'm so into Skyrim and stuff, is because of that fucking
I'm trying to think what
movie.
I don't know. I have to go look at the things, but so I was on actually Facebook a couple days ago, and this thing came up for VHS tapes talking about, and it showed an orange VHS tape, and people like there was one VHS. What was it? And everyone kept saying the Rugrats movie and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's true. It came because so Nickelodeon at the time, whenever they released a VHS that was like a limited run, they would be orange.
Yeah.
The Rugrats movie came out in that, but I don't think people realize that like every limited run one of them they had was
Yeah.
orange. Like I have like 4 or 5 things downstairs that are in the orange cassette.
I had one that was orange. I don't remember what it is though.
But we still have all our VHS tapes and stuff, which I don't know why we do, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. I'd like to, some point,
Yeah, it's very nostalgic.
get back and go watch them. I don't know what we have downstairs though, for movie wise. It's all Disney and Nickelodeon stuff.
For
There's
some
something
reason,
really
when I was a
funny.
kid,
Huh?
I used to watch Ace Ventura over and over again on a VHS.
Ace Ventura.
Like a glove.
Dude, that.
There was a moment when I was in high school where I got forced to be a goalkeeper, and the ball kept hitting my legs. I saw my opportunity to do that. And only one person got it.
Oh, that's sad.
Uncultured swines.
Sendor, yes, you are right. Aussie humor is hilarious. It's kind of fucked up too. You guys have some fucked up humor.
But people know it's a joke though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like they're not.
Like snowflakes, which is what's funny about it.
I mean, can you really be a snowflake over in Australia though when they have fucking spiders the size of a fucking foot?
I don't think
If they have spiders that invest towns and stuff. Like, I don't know how you live out there, dude. Like, good luck. Fuck that. If I walked outside and everything was covered in cobwebs, I'd fucking burn down the whole state and leave.
Oh yeah.
Get out the flamethrower.
Actually, I think someone did take that to heart.
Also, say something about VHS. Okay, so like I've watched a VHS tape recently. It was like an old family video.
And there's something so weird about watching on a flat screen like HD TV,
Seeing it have like static
It's-
and like you know
It's
like how
sort of
VHS
like
tapes
eerie,
do.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like
and it feels really like nice and like it feels really like
homey and comfortable. Like that's a family video.
yeah.
Not with like
I-
not with like proper editing or like decent sound. It's just like that whatever was filmed on the VHS camcorders
back in the early 2000s. That is what a family video is. That's what a holiday video is.
When I
Um,
see them, it makes me feel like I'm watching a horror, almost.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, I think it's really eerie seeing like where you see the fucking lines going down the screen and going across the
I
screen.
get all, like,
and
I get all cozy and comfy and like.
You just need a new
super, like,
TV then.
Nostalgic.
Like that, you need a new CRT.
old VHSs.
Clean the
You
thing.
just see like a ring.
Yeah.
A ring forms on the screen.
I actually had a friend who went through a lot of effort to get a CRT TV working with his PC.
Why?
He went through a lot of effort because he was like, "Oh, it looks cool."
What the fuck?
Like if you like nostalgia, it's got that effect. You know?
You don't need a CRT TV though to watch VHS tapes. That's a thing.
You know, yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy a VHS tape. When I have kids one day, I'm gonna film them on a VHS, like on a camcorder. I'm not
That's
gonna
gonna
film
be
them on a
very
cell phone
expensive.
See,
or like.
I understand the aspect where you're coming from, but at the same time, you can get the same feeling from just recording your cell phone stuff. It's just like don't edit it. It's what you get is what
No,
you
but
get.
it's
It has to be
it's the
raw.
audio, it's the sound.
It's the sound. Like, have you ever watched back an old video? There's no background noise. All you hear is your voice and the person you're filming, and it's so clear. Like, there's no
Interference. There's no environment noise. It's just so perfectly there, right?
I don't know. I find that kind of weird
And
though.
it sets you in the exact time that you filmed it.
and I just think like I've seen in movies and stuff, like they try to recreate that VHS tape look.
But nothing will
Oh.
ever. I don't know why they don't just take an actual camcorder and just record that scene on a camcorder, and then transpose it to digital. They should just do that.
Well, it's not that the movies are
because-
trying like it's not that movies are trying to actually. A lot of the time too, when it comes to, like older films, it was a 40 millimeter video or recorder that was doing
Yeah.
it, so it's the lens and stuff, and then with the lenses they have like is it bokeh? Yeah, bokeh. It's like they're like focusing thing and how the light reflects off stuff, and like older lenses, like
Yeah.
newer ones, when lights off focus, it's like very sharp because of how precise the lenses are. Before it
Yeah.
used to like circle and they get kind of like blurred out and like phase out fuzzy. Makes it feel more warm.
But why not just instead of faking it through CG, just get an old camera.
Because
And
it's
record
more
it.
It's a lot
expensive.
of work too.
Because unfortunately,
like, you know, but
technology's not
really-
around anymore. They've all moved
Oh,
on to
but
the
like it's
latest
so
stuff.
like upsetting because you just like I'm like
And also-
like it doesn't feel
also-
the same.
Films aren't filmed on film anymore, so they shouldn't even be called films,
Yeah.
really.
SSDs.
Like, you can convert
Yeah, they're
convert
digitally recorded.
yeah, you can convert a VHS tape to digital. It's not that hard.
However, actually, a band, Foo Fighters, a lot of they won an award for their recording of an album, but their album wasn't recorded how like most studios record now. They used old audio equipment like the tape recorders that they used to use back in like the early '80s and '70s and stuff. And they were just going back and saying like the mag tapes, and they're going back and saying like, you don't need this new technology to record. Like it sounds the same. It's kind of cool to hear that too, like that type of shit. And a lot of studios got upset by it because they're charging people,
look,
these
there's one-
bands, so much money to get
Yeah.
this stuff, to get all new equipment. They're forcing people to this, and like you don't need it.
Like one of my favorites, like audio, like file things is like, if you listen to the difference between a tube amp as
Oh yeah,
more-
tube amps are so
more
much more
speaker.
warm. Yeah, I love tube amps.
like it is such a pleasant sound, and it's just like it looks cool and it sounds great, and it's just like it's not like it doesn't have that same like that impact that a speaker does. So there's not like wind moving. It's just
Well,
like, the
it's-
sound is just so perfect.
It's not that it's the same impact as a speaker. It's how the audio's driven out of from the tube amp and stuff. Oh, one sec. Dogs are stop bark. Oh. But some of the most expensive like amplifiers that you can get are all tube amps. Jesus.
Do you remember the
What?
kids
Go-
coming
get
up
out.
around
I saw
here?
you
Get
can
out,
get tube
no.
amp,
For
a tube
Turkish
No.
amp DAC for your
Fuck.
for your computer by Sennheiser. Sennheiser makes one. And I'm like, that would be. It was so insanely expensive as well because it's a fucking tube amp DAC.
What's
If I had the
what
money, it's a,
Sennheiser's one? You're talking about?
Sennheiser makes.
Yeah, you're talking about like the
Sennheiser makes
$80,000
a-
headphone one.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just the thing that you plug between your PC and your your headphones.
Yeah.
Right. They have a DAC where you run your microphone in, your audio, your headphones.
Yep.
The DAC that does your processing is a tube amp,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is like fucking. It looks really cool, and like if I had the money, it is just like like $50,000.
What the fuck? You can get
Yeah.
DACs like that with a tube amp still cheap. What's a Massdrop? Yeah, Massdrop has them all the time.
Oh yeah, the Massdrop's like partnership between Sennheiser and Drop. I think.
It's not just. I'm not saying just Sennheiser's brand. They have different brands with them. A tube amps can make anything sound more warm and stuff. As far as the recording goes, I don't know if I would want to have a tube amp. When it comes to
Oh, yeah,
listening,
I
though,
think
when it comes to listening, I think that'd make a
Yeah.
huge difference.
Yeah. Well, I need to go to bed at some point, so you're gonna end the podcast at any point.
How long have we been going
It's
for?
been 2 hours and
Almost.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
almost-
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think right here is actually probably a good point. And you guys want to call it?
Yeah.
Seems good there. Good
That's,
first round.
Yeah, it went a lot longer than I thought. Fucking, 20 minutes of no audio at the beginning.
Dude, fucking.
It'll be better
Podcasts.
next time.
Have
Don't
you
worry.
have you ever watched a VOD of a podcast that went perfectly? They don't exist.
I mean, yeah, but
mean-
those are bigger ones that actually get their shit together and have topics
but
to
like-
talk about.
They still, but like, I have not seen a single podcast, maybe besides the Misfits one.
I'll say no. I'm not a big
where they
fan.
Actually have.
I'm not a big fan of that, but I'll definitely say this. One of my favorite podcasts is called The Cold One, or Cold Ones.
Yeah.
I
yeah, I've seen that.
love that podcast with Max Mofo and Anything for Views. If you guys have never seen it, definitely check it out. They're fucking hilarious. Some of some episodes they get really trashed and
All the
like
humor.
shit goes bad. But yeah, they're both Australian. It's fucking hilarious. Some of the stuff that happens. But all right, guys. Well, I think that that does it for the podcast and the stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stop by the next time. I don't know when it'll be. Probably sometime next week or thing. I'm sure we'll have everything hopefully set up. Might be a few other changes and get some more people.
I thought it was a good. It was a good first.
Oh yeah, definitely a good first time. Definitely. People are scooting around and shit. But yeah, if stop by next time, give a follow if you're not, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Bye.
Bye bye.